I am Fyodor Dostoevsky, and you've just entered the Dostoevsky Show. Back in 1864, I wrote of a man who could not stop turning over his own misery like a stone. I named him the Underground Man, and he was you. He was me. He's anyone today clutching a smartphone, drowning in a dread they can feel but cannot name. Today, we're gonna do something dangerous. We're gonna let a dead Russian novelist read us for filth and change how we see absolutely everything. Your worst sin is that you have destroyed and betrayed yourself for nothing. You came here expecting a performance. You came here expecting to be entertained, or informed, or perhaps even inspired. But I am not a performer. I am a surgeon. And you are the patient who has been walking around with a gangrenous limb, pretending it does not hurt. I will not ask you to clap. I will not ask you to subscribe. I ask you only to listen and to remember. You tell yourself you are busy. You tell yourself you are building something. You tell yourself you are growing. But let me ask you a question you have been running from since the moment you picked up that glowing black rectangle. When was the last time you sat in a room, alone, with no screen, no sound, no distraction, and simply felt the weight of your own existence? Not your achievements, not your reputation. Just your bare, trembling, mortal self, with no one to perform for? You cannot answer, because you have not done it in years. You have replaced your own heartbeat with the buzz of notifications. You have traded your solitude for a crowd of ghosts. And now you are terrified of the quiet, because the quiet would finally show you the truth, that you have become a stranger to your own face. Look, that is not a face. That is a mask, stretched thin over a void. You have worn it so long that the flesh has grown into the plaster. You cannot take it off without bleeding. And yet, you must. Because if you do not, then one day, you will wake up and realize that the life you have been living was never yours. It was a script written by algorithms, by advertisers, by the desperate envy of strangers. You performed it perfectly. And for that performance, you received, what? A few glowing hearts? A handful of comments? A paycheck that you spent on things that made you feel for 5 minutes? That you were somebody? And here is the cruelty that cuts deepest. You did not sell your soul for gold. You did not sell it for passion. You did not even sell it for a crumb of bread. You sold it for nothing, for approval that curdles the moment it is given, for a like that dies in the same second it appears, for a hollow version of success that was not even your invention, but a cheap imitation of someone else's imitation. You have not lost your soul. You have thrown it away, piece by piece, tap by tap, scroll by scroll, and you have called it progress. You have called it self-care. You have called it hustle, but I name it for what it is: a slow, voluntary, meticulously documented suicide of the spirit. Now, I am not here to shame you. I am here to wake you. And I offer you one simple, terrifying, unbearable task right now, in this moment. Read that aloud. Say it to this lens. Not because I ask you to, but because you need to hear your own voice. Say it. Say it now. Or turn off this video and go back to your feed and pretend you never heard me. The choice is yours. But know this, whether you speak it or not, the words will haunt you. Because they are true. I have said what I came to say. The rest is not my work. It is yours. Go. Put down your phone. Look at the walls of your room. Breathe. And ask yourself, for the first time in years, what do I actually want? Not what I am supposed to want. Not what I have been told to want. But this trembling, ridiculous, infinitely precious I. If you answer that question honestly, you may find that you have been a slave all along. And that is the first step to freedom. If you do not, well, the algorithm will be waiting. It always is.